Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested, ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot oracle, your daily insight on life and love for April 28th. 28th, right? Yes, April 28th, 2022. Also being timeless, so wherever you're catching this in time, this might be really relevant or horribly irrelevant somewhere on the spectrum. I'm not sure. Never quite am sure. How do you perceive this? How's the reading sitting with you? I suppose you won't know until you watch it. So if you've found your glorious way across this, hang out for however long you feel necessary and see how this fits with you. It's general collective. Don't ever force these to fit your life. But if you do have questions about booking a private session, seeing what services I provide, go ahead to the description, find my email address. It's at raisengsevak2019@gmail.com. Also, you can find me on the social platforms at RAISINGSEVAK, Raising Sevak. One word, no underscores, no spaces, no numbers, no punctuation. So let's do this. All right, you. It does feel like an ungrounding time right now. I feel like there's a major setback that's occurred in your life. So it's occurring in the now. This is dealing with security, practical matters. It's dealing with thank you. It's dealing with something that's really just emotionally draining you right now. You have a lot of things that you could focus on right now. You have a lot of things that you can redirect your focus to right now. This is talking about really just trying to make the best of the situation. You're trying to remain in harmony. You're trying to remain in balance. You're trying not to lose your cool. And you're looking at all angles of how to overcome this, and I'm not seeing it. What I'm seeing in here, it seems like a breaking point. This might be in a relationship, a life situation, but whatever it is, you can see that there is a breaking point. Somebody is pulling back their energies. This might be you, this might be somebody that you're dealing with, and I think that it's due to the setback. So the dominant color of these cards is blue, dealing with the throat chakra. So trust, honesty, communication. Let's see what else. Speaking the heck up. And then we have life force and healing coming in. So something does need to be healed right now. So let's look at what this setback is. Somebody is highly insecure and they're dealing with trying to move on from some sort of long-standing issue in their life. Honestly, they want to give up. Whoever this is, they want to give up. They just want to be done with it, but they can't just write this off. This isn't something that they can just bypass. And I know that this feels incredibly frustrating for them. They don't know how to let anybody be there for them. We have the High Priestess in reverse. They don't feel like they're worth it. They don't feel like anything that is being given to them is going to be done in good nature. And I think that this is because the Page of Cups in reverse in their own life, every time the waters start to get rocky, they go into their response. And it's understandable, but now it's time that we actually face this. And I see that they want to. I think that they always want to, but their idea of facing it is completely disregarding it and quitting. That's not going to be the way that this works. Something has to come about this. So they're feeling overwhelmed and they're having a major case of the efforts. This reading is dominated by cups so far. So cups, blue, it's a highly emotional time. And it's half, upright and it's half in reverse as far as the cups go. So when I look at it this way, it's honestly, you can look at this in two perspectives. Are we going to look for solutions? Are we going to see every stupid thing as a problem? Is every little thing in this going to be viewed as a problem rather than looking for a solution? It's really based off of this person's mindset. Again, this might be you, this might be somebody that you're dealing with. And let's see a little bit more on here. So why is this where this person wants to give up? it looks like they're tired of always having to start again. They're tired of the lessons. How many of us are tired of these stupid lessons? It always seems to be nothing but a plethora of lessons. How much more do we have to learn? How badly do we F up this life chart where we have to be the perpetual student? So this, yeah, emotionally unstable, ungrounded. Well, emotionally, nah. Yeah, no, I know that this isn't, you know, a cups card, but this person who's naturally compassionate and nurturing and focused is feeling anything but that. So yeah, somebody's having a break. This might be you, again, somebody that you're dealing with. They're tired. Life shouldn't have to be this hard. And it seems like no matter how much they work on themselves, it's never enough. If you had that feeling about yourself, how do you think you would go about it? Getting pulled to the wisdom of the oracle. F this noise, I'm not started again. F this, F you, F everything. Yeah. So, whoever this is about, it looks like they are currently being incredibly stubborn, shutting down and closing off. It looks like they're isolating themselves. They're suppressing themselves. And obviously this is not the thing that they should be doing. But I think they're in a time of anguish. All right. It is what it is. What do we got to do? All right. So the observe, come to the edge. And I do feel like the flexibility has to be here too. So what are we going to do? We're going to watch. And looks like if this is not you, if this is somebody that you're dealing with, sorry, I get notifications while I'm doing this. Why don't I turn this on airplane mode before I record? Honestly, every time you see me tilt my head, it's so stupid. Okay, see, look, the observer. We got some come to the edge, and we got some flexibility. Yay for flexibility. Okay. So this person is probably going to be on edge in talking with you, or anybody who tries to talk with them. Don't take it personally. It literally has nothing to do with you. This is somebody who I think you're going to have to give a little bit more rope to, not to do anything stupid. This is, listen, they're going to lash out. They're not going to use you as a punching bag or anything, but they're going to be on the fritz with this. And they don't want to be watched. They don't want anybody seeing, you know, what they're doing, whether it's a feeling of failure or this feeling of backtracking, going back into some silly old habit of theirs. I don't mean to knock it down like that. It's not silly. It's just this is constantly repetitive with this person. Giving them any sort of other option might not be met with grace. So this is what we're seeing right here. There's an egg. It's not ready to be cracked. And this, you're going to have to go around this. So looking at here, looking at this, you see how this person is kind of doing this yoga move over the egg? Look, it's reaching out and it's touching it and it's blue. So it's dealing with speaking up, communication, feelings. These need to be released. This is you kind of inching this person to really unleash their emotional fury. There's a lot that this person has stored up in themselves that I feel that they don't know how to talk about. And a lot of it is the toxic environments and people that they had been surrounded by. So why are they being so triggered right now? What is the flippin' trigger? Watch, this is probably, oh, it didn't go out. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why are they being so triggered? What's the upheaval? Okay, so probably nothing has been happening. Literally nothing in their world. They keep hitting a standstill. And now it's like, no matter what they do, it's not, there's no payoff. There's no time to play. They always have to work on something. They don't get to cut loose. And when they do get to cut loose, they don't actually get to cut loose. It's this whole having to, it's like a sense of properness about it. This person needs a break. And also they do not feel like anybody gives a crap about them. They stop caring about themselves. That's the trigger. It's one thing after one thing after. It's many little things, and now here it's coming crashing down on them. I don't doubt that this is not the first time that this has happened. I think that you are bearing witness to it right now. So, where am I going to put this? Oh, my Merlin's desk. This thing is a flippin' beauty. Okay, so since you can't coddle them or mommy them to death, unless this is your actual child, what can you do? All right, this again might not be well received, but you need to separate yourself from that energy. I'm not telling you to duck and run, but this is saying they have to face this. They have to walk through this. You have to let them know that whether or not you'll be there for them, and let them know who's going to be there for them, because right now they feel completely alone. And I think that you're picking up on everything that they're feeling. So you've probably been agitated too recently and not really sure why. Go out in whatever the environment is, as long as you're safe, and go ground yourself. You might need to confide in somebody, or you might need to have help in helping this person or dealing with this person, whatever the case is. All right. So then we have innocence. All right. Let your past go. I actually just saw that and it came up again because I felt the need to split the deck. Let your past go. Steady progress. And what's this one? Reward yourself. And what's this one that's sticking out? What do you desire? All right, you. Somebody else is going to have to come in. You can be there for this person however you want to be, but somebody else is going to have to come in. I do see them getting better, but I think that you have been somewhat of a support to this person, and you did an amazing job. So this is saying you yourself, since you're taking this on, you need a break too. This is telling you to go out and play. This person will be fine. This person will be there when you come back. I'm not telling you to abandon people who are having an obvious cry for help. That's not what this is about. This is more along the lines of, okay, you have taken care of this as far as you can. Go take care of yourself right now. This person, they're going to have a really hard time opening up and being vulnerable. So that's the advice on what you need to do. What do you need to watch out for? A hangman in reverse. Ooh. All right. People who are making the same empty promises, people who have not changed, and people who seem to push you away and cut you loose from this. It feels like a manipulative way to see how much somebody is willing to fight to stay in somebody's life. And really, do you want to take part in that? No. It seems like backtracking, but it promises to take off later down here. And it's also to see how loyal you are. I'm not seeing this as going to be a new start for whatever this is. I don't see any sort of backpedaling only to go down the same stupid road again. You shouldn't have to chip away. This, it feels like that's what it is. But I don't think that this is from the correct mindset of this person. It feels almost like a tantrum that's not coming from where they currently are. I think that this is coming from a more immature, wounded place about them. So unless you are an absolute professional with that, I don't think that this is where your help lies, because it's like you can it feels like fix somebody. You're not fixing anybody, no. Chances are this is a highly sensitive empath dealing with somebody who's stuck in their own toxicity. And it feels like they're in their own emotional purgatory. Thing is, you have orange around this, and this feels like it's dealing with the sacral chakra, All right, boundaries, trust, warmth, intimacy, attachments, letting go, addictions, pleasures, joys, beginnings, and ends. So what exactly are you working with? It seems like boundaries, beginnings, and ends is what's really sticking out to me on this. So you need to watch out for the same empty promises. I don't see beginning again. I do see an ultimatum coming in. So what is the advice for the fallout of all this? What's the advice for, the fallout of this? Let's see. Who's emerging? Who's emerging? Might be you and freedom. Harmony. Hold on. So we have study. Hang on. Okay. Alrighty. Guardian angel, forgiveness, ideas and inspiration. So the fallout is listen to those little, it seems like those little wiggles of inspiration. I know how weird that sounds. Heck, the what is it, not the Starseed Oracle, the Work Your Light says trust the little niggling of this, trust the, what is that one? Trust the niggle. So this is, what is that feeling that it's trying to tell you? And this might not make sense, but it's going to involve having to forgive this person in your life. And the ideas and inspiration, what are those little niggling moments trying to tell you? So this study, you have to really sit back and watch yourself in this, because I do feel like you have the habit of being the rescuer, and this is not something that you can necessarily rescue. The Sisterhood of the Rose, so you being the teacher, Beauty, Priestess, Mystic. I do feel like this is playing on charm with you. I do feel like there is this point of luring you in and trying to put you on a pedestal that you get knocked off of. And I don't think that it was malicious. What I'm seeing in here is this, it seems like fluffing you up, getting your ego going so that you can step in and be the rescuer. I feel like you've done this for so many years in your life. It's time for you to take a break. Everything is going to get done without you. So if you follow the advice and you get the heck away from this, and you not let yourself be fluffed up by somebody's egotistical rant to you, what is the likely outcome of this? I'm getting pulled to the Angel Therapy deck. Let's see, what's this? Focus. You're going to be able to see things clearly again and not be blinded by somebody's anchoring of you. We have spiritual growth. What's this? New love. All right. Ooh. Where'd it go? God, it went all the way down there. I almost had to do an excavation for that. Anyway, it was self-acceptance. And then we have healing, divine timing, and retreat. Bottom of the deck, Soulmates, but I don't feel like that's the last one. I feel like this is the last one. Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael, you are going to be pulled into a sense of solitude for a while, and honestly, I think that you need the break. You, my dear, need to see why it has been the effort and people around you to take advantage of the situation, and what about you has attracted that. So the Archangel Michael, that's God's right-hand angel. It's the highest tier, if I'm not mistaken. This is the highest order of protection on you. So while you've been detaching from this energy, this is saying that was going to happen regardless, because sticking around it would have been detrimental to you. So you need this space and time away. You need to be able to pull away from this and make a better choice, because nothing that you were doing, nothing that you were presenting is going to help this. You need to heal, and you need to start accepting yourself, that you deserve more, the best. You need to establish your worthiness. It needs for you to stop making excuses for D-bags and tinfoil situations that are complete garbage that you try to make a ball. And I think that you'll see how you've done this throughout the years in your life for everyone around you. Getting to draw some final cards from Wisdom of the Oracle. After you work through the self-acceptance and working on your value and your own protection, I see that you are ready to finally move on in life. You're coming out of the point of solitude. You are coming to the point of stepping into something new, and then we have go the distance. So this is going to be something that is slowly unfolding, and it looks like you're starting to see some payoff and the deep knowing that there's something bigger in store for you. This is actually telling you to pay attention to the signs about what's to come next. We have the Soulmates in reverse. So the Soulmates in reverse is, in this instance, I feel like everything that you have interacted with as far as personhood goes, it was not for nothing. It was not just, a time to pain you, because I feel like everybody who was involved in this was pained. I do feel like these are deep soul-bound connections, but they were ones that were, I think, your biggest teachers. It was to trigger the deepest parts of yourself that were unhealed and bring those to the surface so you can have your shitstorm and completely pick it apart and heal it. So now it's acknowledging that person for who they are in your life, and recognizing what you deserve in contrast, and having that feeling of home start to envelop your new chapter of life. Whether it's friends, family, or lovers, or colleagues, it doesn't matter, but they're these soul bonds that actually have this sense of familiarity rather than conquest or having to fix something. You're not a soul's mechanic. But yeah, that's what I'm getting from here. You're finding your way to the tribe that feels like home, the place in the world that feels like home for you. You're finding out where you belong, and this feels beautiful. You're going back to a soul calling. So, my dear, this has been the Daily Tarot and Oracle, the daily insight on life and love for April 28th, 2022, again, being timeless. So wherever you're catching in time, this might be really relevant or horribly irrelevant to you. I'm not sure. But if you stuck around this long, let me know how the reading resonated with you. If you do have questions about booking a session, go check out the email address or find me on the social platforms like I told you in the beginning of this. But until next time, stay safe, have fun, know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. Oh yeah, so some of the new ways that somebody has been trying to scam people on these scam profiles and using my information, it's not me, by the way. They want a picture of your palms, and people have been sending them. And then they're like, okay, reading, $40. That is not how I work. I'm never going to solicit a reading to you. I'm never going to come out and message you and be like, your ancestors wanted me to contact you. I'm not that person. So if somebody who is using my profile picture is forcing you or pressuring you to sponsor or support their business or trying to get any sort of personal information from you, understand that it's not me. and report the account, block the account. My accounts that I use on the social platforms are Raising Savak, and that's the @ RAISINGSEVAK. There's no spaces, no underscores, no punctuations, no numbers, and it's one word with the @ symbol in front of it. So I hope that clears things up, and I really hope you stuck around this long to hear that little bit. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, and know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. Bye for now. It seems like there's been a major issue with you thinking that you aren't going to get this done in time, or maybe you haven't been working as hard as you could. You're just somehow doing something wrong. Spirit is saying this is not you. This fear is not you. Everything that you are doing, all of this combined, it's not you, and you don't need to try and prove something. So what I see here is, first off, there is a point of honesty that you need to do with yourself, and there's a point of taking anything that is inauthentic to you, but you're still freaking out about it, thinking that you should do it. Take this off of your plate. It's not your responsibility. It's not you. Stop putting things on just because you think this is what you should do. Stop shoulding all over yourself with this. This is completely blocking your ability to make things happen in your life. All you're doing is burning yourself out. Spirit is saying, listen, take some of this off your plate because you're a human being, not a human doing, and then watch the real magic happen for you. Believe it or not, when you take some of this excess off your plate because it's not you, that's when things actually happen. That's when the miracle happens. That's when your prayers get answered. That's when you actually get what it is that you're going after. But you scrambling, thinking that you're not going to be able to get everything done in time, that's what's kicking your keister in this. Yeah, let go of the excess. Trust that you are more than enough, and that you've done more than enough, and that you are not going to need to do any more, well, all this continuous crazy work, and watch the gift be kind of presented to you. I really love that. That's awesome. Okay, so it seems like you've been dealing with some ratchety jerk in your life, and I am getting a masculine figure. It's genderless, I do not care, but they're giving kind of an air of authority. They're kind of giving an air of just being a blatant a-hole. So look. You're ready to turn whoever this is loose. I feel like you've completely detached yourself, and honestly, I don't see anything other than complete backup happening around this person. I do feel like this is somebody who is self-sabotaging. I feel like they're unwilling to learn from their life's mistakes, so they're kind of ticked off and projecting this at you as if you're at fault. Now, this is somebody who, again, has a sense of authority over you. It's always one thing after another with them, isn't it? And yet they sit there on their throne. I see that you are just over it. You're not even going to focus on that anymore. You're ready to get your Two of Cups energy. This person, no matter what you do, they're not going to learn from their lesson, so F it anyways. And what I'm seeing in this is, well, what's the fallout for you? Because we have the Judgment in reverse, that's dealing with them. They're not going to see the light by any means. You're going to have to recover from that. This person did have an effect on you. I don't think that you realize the gravity of it yet. This person has completely effed with your head. You're not going to, I don't even think that you're going to know what to do with all your time, because I think that you've spent it trying to take care of this type of person in your life. It's exactly what you need. You need to get away from this energy, but the fallout is not realizing how deeply they affected you. So we have the Knight of Wands. This is after like the kind of space in between. I actually feel like you're about to really kick this awesome, creative, fun stride of yourself. It's like almost you wake up after a long nap and you're ready to start playing again. I feel like you're probably not going to see this person. Yeah, I think that you probably won't see this person after a while. You have a lot of healing to do, and I think that you have to learn how to speak out again. This person did have a way of intimidation around you, whether it was just not wanting to endure an argument or maybe it was a feeling of threat of your safety. But regardless, I see you getting away, and I see you turning into the Knight of Wands and going to go have fun and learn how to be yourself again. So this, you survived it. I think that you're thriving in this, and that you are marching on ahead without this. Flipping awesome. Well, well, well. Yeah, it looks like you're starting to follow your dreams, and I like this. I think that it's good. I think that it's good to go after these things that you want so dearly. And do I think it crazy? No, I think it crazy not to do it. So here we are. What's up? Look, so we're using the Work Your Light Oracle cards. Flipping love this. I think this is the Work Your Light Oracle cards. If not, it's a Sarah's Seed Oracle, and I just completely swapped the decks. Anyway, so here, you, my dear, have completely changed. You're going through an awakening. You are breaking ancestral patterns in your life. So chances are, if you found a glorious way across this, you're probably the black sheep of your family. And you want to know what? Good on you. It doesn't make you a wolf in sheep's clothing. It makes you somebody who's completely authentic. So this I can deal with. You're creating your own life, your own rules, and you're not going to do it at the detriment of anybody else. So this, you've been pulling away from this group of people for God knows how long. But the thing is, I think that trying to stick around these people and to follow the ways that these people were doing, it was the most cringeworthy thing that you were doing, or that we're being forced to do. So this, I think that this has been long stemming in your life, if not from the get-go. You knew that you were here for a very important purpose. No, you're not delusional. You knew that you were going to have a different life. You knew that you thought differently than anybody else who you grew up around, if I'm not mistaken. You knew that this was going to be a rough road for yourself. And that intimidation, I think that it led you for a while. And this, here we go, we're leading to the transformation of this. I do feel like you tried to play along with this for a while. You tried to be different enough to stand out and to follow your own path, but close enough to where it didn't ruffle any feathers. But here we are ruffling feathers. And I do not see that this is going to be a problem for you, but for every other schmo who had to be on the other side of this. It feels like it's coming out of nowhere for them. But you want to know what? I don't see you going back. I do not see you making yourself small. I don't see you trying to make this palatable for anybody else. You're going to follow and trust exactly what it is that you are being pulled to do. Not saying that you're doing anything illegal or dangerous. This is about following your truth, which it seems like this is going to be a challenge in itself, but I see the inspiration behind it. So this, whether or not you guys make peace down the road, that's completely up in the air. But for right now, you need to learn to let good things happen to you that you had, I got put in order from a long time ago. It's time for you to start living your authentic life with your gift and your journey on this planet to serve your human purpose. Go get it. Oh, look at you. You're ready to fall in love. This I can deal with. This I like. This seems fruitful. This seems like it's going to be in there for a long haul. Look, we have Cupid, we have Ask, we have See Only Love. When the new partner, steady progress, let your past go, acceptance, relationship, and the ocean. All right, you, listen up. This is what the dealio. We are going through a time of actually having your heart answered, your call answered. I think that you've been calling in this relationship for quite some time. Yes, it does feel like a new person. If this is not a new person, you have not seen this person in a long time, and they might as well be learned as new. So this, they are not going to be perfect. They are not going to be perfect because you know, you're not perfect. They're not perfect. They're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. This is compatibility though, because you are two perfectly imperfect people who are constantly working on themselves, keeping their own identity and building something together. So this is saying you've been working on yourself and working on overcoming your previous limitations through previous relationships, whether it's family, friends, or lovers. And now it's like you are coming through as the most honest and truest version of yourself. And I think that you're ready to stop punishing yourself for all the faults of the past. And this love that's coming in, this is going to be a relationship of a lifetime, regardless of how long it lasts. Some of you, this is it. Some of you, it's a long haul and it's going to offer incredible lessons, and it seems to be very loving. This is going to break your heart wide open. You got the Cupid. and a new partner, and the sea only love. So this is saying even through their faults and your faults, there's still this desire to bring each other close together. So this, let's look at the let's look at the ocean and relationships. So soothing you, even in the imagine yourself dipping into the healing womb brings about the desired effect. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean, allow its power and beauty to wash away cares and concerns. This relationship is occurring in your life. This is arriving, it's occurring, and all you have to do is show up for it. There's nothing that you need to worry about. It's time for you to detox your mentality and your body out of this so that this can actually be received. This is going to be the relationship that mirrors the relationship that you have with yourself, source, and spirit. So what I'm seeing in here is flushing yourself out. There is a purge that you're finishing up, and then this can flow to you. I think that this is absolute heart healing. Let yourself be happy. Look. So this is cool about you. It looks like you're putting people in their place, because look at you. You are beautiful, you are fertile, you are loving, you are creative, you are everything that the Empress is. This is new energy. This is such fruitful energy. And this is a major sense of discipline, sitting on your throne, empowered and self-loving. And look, I see that this is an awesome time for you to spend some damn time alone. This looks like you don't want anybody around you. It has this feeling of isolation. I think that you're learning what loneliness versus being alone is. And this is going to be a cycle I think that you embrace, but you recognize as not being lonely, but learning how to be alone. And I see that you are defending this. I think that you are probably going to have to tell people to simply leave you alone. I think that you have more than a few people who are knocking at your door wanting your affection and or attention. And I know that you are used to probably saying yes to people, but I want you to see yourself as saying no. You don't want a relationship right now. You don't want any commitments right now. You want your own independent time right now. It's not a fear of upsetting people or hurting their feelings. You know that this is going to bother them. And it's because you've been such a yes person for so long. But the healing that happens now, it comes through you standing on your own flipping feet in this and not having anyone bother you for a bit. So this, look, you see somebody crying in the background, you see somebody walking away. This is people who are kind of sore losers in this, but not you. You're thriving. You're doing your own thing. You are somebody who's complete in themselves. You are somebody who's breaking a habit themselves. I really love this for you. Change is upon you, and I don't see you backing away. So this is complete, honest trust and truthfulness and boundaries. People can come around you, but you're not going to get involved in any sort of commitment. So this is where you have been cloudy with yourself in the past, but now you're kind of warding them away. Anything that causes any sort of confusion or sitting on the fence with this, I see you immediately batting it away, because you're not going to sacrifice yourself anymore for them. And I know that you have probably resisted this change in the past. I think that this has just been a constant, but I think through enough having to defend yourself and having to always identify yourself through somebody else, that you're going to really pull through this. I really am excited for you. I want to see what you can do in this time that you really develop your strength and power. So if this resonates, let me know. Let me know also how this turns out for you, because I think this is total boss energy. So this kind of, this reading makes me think of Christina Aguilera's Fighter song. It's like from 2002, 2003. This makes me think of that song. Look. I see that you've dealt with your fair share of complete a-holes in your life. I feel like you have been given nothing but settling choices, bad choices, just a lack of choices in your life. And obviously we go towards things that are more familiar, don't we? So it seems like these were relationships in your life. And I feel like you have been juggling a ton of these in your lifetime. So now I see you moving on and healing, and you are not going to be dealing with any sort of overpowering dictator in your life. You are done with this person. They're a mess in themselves. You're not dealing with that. But having to deal with these kind of energies for as long as you have, this made you the fighter. That's why I was thinking of that song, because look, you're like, okay, I can see you. The clouds are not rolling in. You're worrying everything off. And if they get close enough and they're coming at you, you're gonna show them how that sword works. I'm just saying. But you're not holding back anything for them. You're not pulling any punches. You have had enough discardment in your life to where you're not going to listen to a damn thing that this person has to tell you. You are setting yourself free. I think that you're very firm in your convictions at this point. I think that you are strong. I think that you're intelligent. And I see that you can recognize bad business and controlling behavior from a mile away. And you know that this is a game that this kind of person plays. So guess what? You're not going to be playing this game anymore. You're going to recognize it for the karmic lesson that it is, and you're not going to indulge in this anymore. The Hierophant's in reverse. This is normally breaking habits, challenging tradition, challenging beliefs, but I'm reading this as you breaking away from all commitments involving this type of person. You are pushing it away. It doesn't have any right to you. It doesn't have any access. And honestly, I think that you're really thriving on your own energy right now. I see this upswing in energy. I feel like you're going to be living your best life. I think that you're empowered. I think that you're going to finally start taking care of yourself and not having to take care of everybody else. This, it feels like kind of pushing yourself in the way that you would push for these other people. And I see a lot of discipline action that's taking place with you. So we're talking a complete overhaul on image, on action, and your driving purpose in life and where this is all leading you. So I want to know where this goes. I see that you are going to be whole in yourself for a while. And I see that people are going to have a hard time with it, but you're not going to give up. I'm excited. Very cool.